Neale Morton has been an important leader in his community for over 40 years.
My initial involvement would have been, I guess, when I first left high school. And I went into Saskatoon to take some teachers training, and I became a member of Teachers Credit Union at that time. When we moved back to Melfort, I joined the Melfort Credit Union, and that was my initial involvement at the credit union level.
He has served 18 years as a director of Advantage Credit Union, including 6 years as president.
When I first came on the board, Melfort Credit Union consisted of 6 branches. Over a period of time, we went through a number of other mergers. Key one, I suppose, would have been with St. Brew. It was one that went so easily, we anticipated from there on in there'd be nothing to this. Would be a piece of cake to merge credit unions. And we did have a couple of other successful ones after that, Engelfeld and Spalding, and then eventually Northgate. Grew then from 6 branches to 17 branches. Assets had increased from something like 120 million to over 400 million. The credit unions and cooperatives of other types are only as strong as the membership, and we need the membership to be committed and actively involved, and that's always been one of our concerns here, is how do we involve our membership. My role in terms of how people worked together was primarily to make sure that everyone had an opportunity to express their opinions. I was really fortunate in that all of the boards that I worked with, the people involved these were consensus making boards. We worked on a basis of have the discussion, have the arguments if you like, and then reach a conclusion that we could all live with. I think my involvement in cooperatives has strengthened my belief in the power of people working collectively.
Neale was also active in his community. This included serving as an active volunteer for Meals on Wheels, serving on the board of the Melfort and District Museum, and leading a successful building campaign for the local Anglican Church.
With our church, we built a new building, I guess about 35 years ago, probably a little more than that now. And I was fortunate that I had an opportunity to co-chair that project. The kind of thing that kicked off with no money. Then a little later, I was fortunate to be a founding member of the board of the North Central Healthcare Foundation. One of the first projects we got involved with, and I was chairman, I guess, for 5 years of that committee, was the Parkland Place project. We raised $1.3 million in the area to run this 3rd and 4th level healthcare project. It was fantastic projects, and I guess I'm really proud of how they worked out. You have to feel a warm, fuzzy feeling that your peers have felt that you were worthy of this. We happened to have an opportunity to go to the World Council Conference in Calgary a few years ago, and I met a young man from Cambodia who really put things in perspective for me. My first question, of course, well, how many branches do you have? And he looked at me and he said, "Oh no, sir, no branches. Money in a box under a tree. That's real cooperative. You know, not the big edifice we build necessarily, but that's pretty basic."
Neale Morton is recognized as a Lifetime Cooperative Achievement Award recipient in 2010.